Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my afternoon jam session, man. Gonna try to smash. We're gonna run through the card one more time, man. I'm probably gonna do this Monday through Friday every day. I'm gonna have some guests on this show and stuff like that, man. But here on this one, man, we're just gonna run through the card one more time, let y'all know if my mind changes due to like information that we missed maybe this morning. Update to any late line moves. That's what we're gonna do on this show as well. I might throw in like a parlay at the end and stuff like that. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and roll this show, man. We're gonna get in here and out of here pretty quickly today. We got 9 games, man, so we're gonna try to smash those per usual. I'm gonna be honest, my mind really hasn't changed on a lot since this morning. As we go through it, the first game, let's go there, man. We're gonna go to the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Denver Nuggets, man. We got the Nuggets on the road facing Cleveland. Cleveland, one of the best home teams in all of the NBA, man. Cleveland this season on their home floor. Let me pull it up. Cleveland at home this season, 25-6 on their home floor, man. Those guys be hooping. It's hard to want to fade them. Denver straight up on the road, man. They're 14-14, 50-50. I don't know, man. I just don't love the spot for the Nuggets in that first one, man. Cleveland just is really dominant at home. I know they dropped that clunker, like I said this morning on the jam session, to Philadelphia before the break. But before that, what were they on? How many games straight was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, maybe. I think it was 8. But hey, them boys were hooping at the crib, man. They were hooping on the road as well. I'm not really looking to fade Cleveland at home. I probably won't do it for the majority of the season. Same could be said for the Nuggets. I love taking the Nuggets on their home floor, but they're not the same juggernaut out on the road, man. Taking Cleveland. You're staying away from the game. I can understand that, bro, but I like Cleveland here in this one, man. I'm going to lay that 2.5. Aaron Gordon still out for this game. It looks like Ricky Rubio as well. Jamal Murray, looks like he will not play in this one. So, yeah, man. I'm rolling Cleveland at home. Think they continue to roll. First game on the board. I like Cleveland Cavaliers. I lay the 2.5. The next game up, man. I told y'all I'll update y'all on this one earlier today. The Celtics and the Pacers, man. I keep saying I was reading the comments. I do read the comments, man. The Celtics are the best team record-wise in the NBA. But coming out of the break, man, laying 8 points, I don't know. It's just the Pacers are a really good cover team on their home floor as well, man. We go look at it. Indiana at home, they are 19-13 against the spread on their home floor. I know that Boston goes stupid dummy crazy, man, but they're on the road in this one, and I don't necessarily want to lay 10 points right out of the gate, man. It's just the Pacers, they've been struggling. I will say that as well, man. They were not playing their best basketball. I was somebody that thought the moment Halliburton got back, they were going to click it back into gear, but that didn't really happen. They were struggling there. They only won the last game out against Chicago, and it was a sweat, to be honest. So maybe they click it back into gear here. I'm going to grab the 8 points with the Pacers. It didn't make the premium side or anything like that. I'm probably just going to stay away from this one. But I think the Pacers keep it close, in my opinion, man. That's just how I see it. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that Celtics-Pacers game. I'll lean Pacers. Could I see the Celtics blowing these guys out by 20? Yes, I could. Could I see the Pacers keeping this one competitive all the way down to the wire on their home floor where they've played their best basketball all season? Yes, I could. I could see that as well, too. So I'm going to lean Pacers plus the 8 in that matchup. Same thing. I didn't really change from this morning. I was kind of trying to find a way out of it, man, but I lean Pacers, man. It's a small lean, though. Our next one, man, we got the Pistons and the Magic. We got the Magic laying 7. Probably going to stay away from this game as well, man. The Magic, we can make money betting the Magic, man. We can. We were making money betting the Magic. Hold on. Let's see. The Magic are actually the 4th best cover team in the NBA at 33-25-1 against the spread on their home floor. They've covered in 56.9% of their games. But the Pistons, like I said this morning on the jam session, the Pistons have won both matchups this season. They won the last one in dominant fashion, 121-101 on the 28th of December, and they won the first one 113-109 on the 19th of October. But Orlando plays its best basketball at home. And those first two were in Detroit. We're in Orlando in this one. They're 17-12 against the spread on their home floor, man. But laying 7 is a lot of points for an Orlando team that's, struggling in their own right, man. They kind of limped into the All-Star break that only won 2 of their last 5. The lean is Orlando. The lean is Orlando, but I might just stay away from that one, man. The Pistons, they're a young, scrappy group as well, man. I could see this one, first game out of the All-Star break. It could be competitive. I do think the Magic for sure win the game. I do think the Magic win the game for sure. Covering the 7 points, I lean there. Not by far, not my favorite play on the board, though. Boncaro over 20 mils. I kind of like that, to be honest. I like that. I can see him getting his buckets. I could see that for sure. Bojan carrying them young bucks, they ain't good. Yeah, I'm somebody that's high on Bojan as well. The Pistons, they're not a good team. They've only won 1 of their last 5. They're not really a good team. They're not playing good basketball right now. They got hammered by Boston in their last one. Kept it competitive with Toronto, but I don't know, man. I'm not in love with the Pistons. We can make money betting Orlando. 7 points is a lot, though. I know they play their best basketball at home. I do lean their direction, but as I sit here right now, I'm not sure if I'm firing that one up, me personally, to bet it. I tell you all the time, we don't got to bet every game on the board, man. It's about finding your best spots and attacking those. And the ones that I'm on the fence about, most of the time, I kind of just leave alone or, kind of stuff like that. In our next game, man, we're going to head out to Philadelphia, man. We got a really, really, really good game here in this one, man. The Sixers and the Grizzlies. I think this one was the one I seen a lot of comments on this morning on the jam session because I like the Grizzlies. I know a lot of y'all like the Sixers. I understand why y'all like the Sixers. 20-10-1 against the spread on their home floor. They're really good. The Memphis Grizzlies are terrible out on the road. Let's see what Memphis is out on the road. The Grizzlies on the road are, sheesh, it's terrible. 9-18-1 against the spread out on the road. I've only covered in 33.3% of their road games, man. That's awful, man. They're only team that's worse than them on the road is Golden State. And y'all know how I feel about Golden State, man. But in that same breath, man, trends are meant to be broken. They are. And it's the second half of the season, man. And I don't believe the Grizzlies are going to continue to be this terrible on the road. I don't think Golden State is going to continue to be that terrible on the road. Golden State, though, they have kind of an excuse as, they're still going to be without their best player. So it might take them a little longer to get better on the road. Memphis, I think they start to click it here soon, man. I really do. And I can see them winning this game straight up. I like Memphis to win this game. I do. The Sixers, man, they're a good team. And Embiid's playing on another level. But I'm not sold, man. I'm not, man. The numbers say Sixers. I understand why a lot of y'all say Sixers, man. But me personally, I'm going contrarian, man. We're on TNT with this one tonight. It's going to be a hell of a game. I'm taking the Grizzlies on the money line probably, though. That's 9 times out of 10 where I'll be. I don't even think the points come into a factor in this one. I can see the young guys Grizzly getting downhill, foul, and one. Hey, you know what I mean? That going on. The Grizzlies, they got they can defend too, is pretty well. The Sixers, we're going to look at it. Let me look at it. The Sixers, they were on a 4-game winning streak coming into the break. The Grizzlies won the first matchup 117-109 on the 2nd of December. That one was in Memphis, though. I think Memphis was laying 4 in that game, which, Memphis goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home. So, that doesn't surprise me. Do the Sixers come back and get revenge, man? They beat the Knicks 119-108. They struggled. I watched that full game between the Sixers and Brooklyn. Brooklyn was winning that game full way through. Sixers did come back and win it. They hammered Houston. They beat Cleveland wire to wire in that 118-112 win. It was really more of a beatdown than that. So it's an interesting game, man. I like Grizzlies here, man. I've been trying to talk myself into the Sixers, but I think this is the trap of the night, quite honestly. That's what I'm labeling this one, trap of the night. I know the Grizzlies have been awful on the road. I know Philly is tied for the best home cover team in the NBA, man. But second half of the season, we're going to start seeing good teams play better than they did in certain spots. I think the Grizzlies on the road is a point of emphasis. I think they win this one and sweep the season series against the Sixers. This is how I see it. In our next matchup, man, let's go to Toronto, man. We got the Raptors laying 6 on the Pelicans. Y'all know me, man. I am not high on this Raptors team at all. I'm just not. Going into the break, man, they were playing better basketball. I'll give them some credit, man. They won, they won 4 of their last 5. But like I said on the jam session this morning, wins over San Antonio, Detroit, Orlando. Those are all, kind of the bottom echelon teams in the NBA. They did beat the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz did beat them 122-116. I think that was the one game I was on the Raptors. And I think that was the game they only scored like 5 points in the last 5 minutes of the game. Laying points with the Raptors at home just doesn't seem like a great idea to me. Hold on. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Let's see what they are. ATS at home this season. The Toronto Raptors, they're 17-14. It doesn't feel like that, though. It really doesn't. They've covered in 54.8% of their games. The Pelicans, man, they were struggling there for a minute. We know they lost 10 straight basketball games. They turned around, went on a little winning streak, man. And then they did just lose their last one right before the break to the Lakers pretty handedly, 120-102. I like the Pelicans here, though, man. I do. I know no Zion still. There's a setback for him in that one. But I think these are 2 evenly matched teams, honestly. And I might even think that the Pelicans are the better team, even without Zion Williamson. I'm somebody that's not high on this Raptors team at all. I thought they should have blown it up at the deadline, should have traded away some of their pieces, but they didn't, man. They're a below average basketball team. I do not think they should deserve to be laying 6 in this one. I think the Pelicans have a real opportunity to win this game tonight, man. I really do. I know they've been struggling, but I think the Pelicans are just a better team, quite honestly, man. What y'all think? What y'all think about this game? I didn't put this one in. I probably should have. I like the Pelicans in this one, man. I do. I'm fading the Raptors. They're not really that great of a team, in my opinion. 3 games under 500, below average basketball team. I'm going to take the Pelicans in that one, man. I'm going to probably take them on the money line as well. In our next one, we're going to go to my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. We're at home. We got the San Antonio Spurs coming into our building. As I said this morning on the jam session, I did not bet this game at all. I don't want no action in this game. I bet my Mavs occasionally, man, but it's hard to want to keep betting them as they are the worst cover team in all of the NBA. It's not even funny. The Mavs, 21-36-3 against the spread this season. They've only covered in 36.8% of their games. Like, it's hard to look in their direction. But the San Antonio Spurs, they're no better, 24-35 against the spread. I've only covered in 40% of their games. Me personally, I don't want no action in this one. If anything, maybe Mavs early. The Mavs for sure are going to win this one. The Mavs are for sure the better team, but laying 14 with them is just not a place I want to be. Let's see. Let's see if I want to look at a total. 239.5. A slight lean to the over in this game. As my Mavs, the key to the Mavs second half success is going to be, can we play any defense? And right now, that just hasn't been the case. Denver put up 118 on us. Minnesota put up 124. Sacramento 133. Sacramento 122. The Mavs, we can score with the best teams in the league. We really can. We can score with some of the best teams in the league. Defensively is where I have our concerns. So I do probably lean to the over. I could see the Mavs scoring in bunches. San Antonio just doing enough to probably get us over that total. If anything, if I were looking at in this game, sidewise, it's hard for me to look there, man. The Mavs, 21-36-3 against the spread, and the San Antonio Spurs, 24-35 against the spread. It's not a good game for me. The Mavs only beat them by 1 earlier this season. I'm gonna stay away from that one, guys, quite honestly. I know the Mavs are my favorite team. I want them to win the game. I want them to blow this team out, but there's a difference between wanting them to do something and putting your money on them for them to do something. So I'm gonna stay away from that one. I'm gonna leave my Mavs alone tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got this line. It's been all over the place. We got the Thunder the Thunder Buddies, the cover buddies, the best cover team in the NBA, man. Our favorite money-making team on the road facing the Jazz, man. Jazz are laying 1. Total in this one is 240. So this is how I feel about this game. I think the Thunder are the better team. I think the Thunder are going to make a push for the play-in, or just flat out get like that 8th seed in the Western Conference. I like the way this Thunder's team is playing. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is definitely an all-star, as he was awarded with that, man. He's a really good player. He's been playing at a high level, and he has his team playing really good basketball right now. 1 game under 500. I do think they get back there today, man. I'm going to take the Thunder in this matchup. Y'all know I love betting the Thunder. It's hard not to want to take them again here. The Jazz, I think they're due for some regression. Like I said this morning on the jam session, man, I think they're due for some regression. I really do. They're 29-31. I think they're 11th in the Western Conference. They traded away some guys at the deadline, and I think that pretty much showed their hand that I don't think they're going to try to make that push, man. They have a lot of draft capital, and I think this team is looking towards the future. I think this team is getting ready to tank, and I don't think they have anything really to play for. Oklahoma on the other side, you know, this is a franchise that's been in the basement for a minute. You know, any positive momentum for this team is good momentum, and I think they go into Utah and win this one. I know we were betting Utah a lot earlier this season at home. They were playing really good basketball at home. I don't think nobody really thought Utah was going to come out and be as good as they were early as they were in the season, but they were, man. But now I think we see them kind of return to the median where they need to be. Let me see. Utah at home this season against the spread is 16-14 against the spread on their home floor. Oklahoma City, we know, like I say it all the time, they're the best cover team in the NBA. 35-21-1 against the spread, have covered in 62.5% of their games. We're on the road in this one. They're the second best road cover team in the NBA, right behind the New York Knicks. They've covered in 63% of their road games. That's kind of crazy. 17-10-1 against the spread out on the road are the Thunder Buddies, man. I like them tonight, man. I think they win the game straight up. I think they get back to 500, and I think they continue rolling, man. I'm taking the Thunder Buddies in that one, man. What y'all think? The Jazz, I think they're due for some regression, man. That's just how I see it. In our next one, let's go to the Warriors and the Lakers, man. We got the Lakers at the house. They're facing the Warriors, man, and y'all know what I'm doing in this one. I'm taking the Lakers. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Lay the 6. I do think the Lakers win this one by margin. For sure, the Lakers win this basketball game, man. I think this is a great parlay piece. If you're looking for one, probably pair the Lakers money line up with your other favorite play on the board, as I do think the Lakers for sure win this game. We've been fading the Golden State Warriors on the road all season, bro. That's just what we've been doing. Let's pull it up. Golden State, the worst road team in the NBA, bro, is Golden State against the spread. They are, as a away team, Golden State is 8-20 against the spread out on the road, man. Terrible. 30th. League worst on the road. Have only covered in 28.6% of their road games. But not only that, man, but straight up on the road is just as awful. Golden State out on the road, man. They've played 28 road games. They've only won 6. That is, I don't know, man. Like, that's crazy, bro. This is the defending champions. This is the Golden State Warriors. They've only won 6 games on the road all season. I do think the Lakers win this game here tonight. Looks like LeBron is a go. Anthony Davis is a go. I like the additions that they did right before the deadline, adding D'Angelo Russell, a guy that can get a bucket, adding Vanderbilt, somebody that's going to play defense. Malik Beasley can shoot the rock. I think the Lakers are going to make a second half push, man. I really do. I think the Lakers do make the playoffs this season, and I think it kind of starts here tonight. Both of these teams are in similar situations. They need every win here moving forward. But the Warriors can cover. The Warriors can cover, but I don't think they do. I don't think they do. We haven't seen it all season, man. The Lakers won the last one in Golden State as well, 109-103. The Warriors won the first one, 123-109. We seen Golden State on the road against the Clippers. They lost by 10 right before the break. And we see them on the road against Portland. They lost that one by 3. What was the line in that basketball game? Line in that game was Portland minus 2.5. So again, Golden State did not cover. They're just not a good road team, man. Like I said, worst road cover team in the NBA, third worst record on the road. I've only won 6 games out there all season. Houston has 5 wins on the road. San Antonio has 5 wins on the road. Detroit has 7 wins on the road, and then there's Golden State there with 6. Even Charlotte has more wins on the road at 8, man. I'm not believing in Golden State at all tonight. Think this is a Lakers night. Think the Lakers make a second half push. I love the money line for the Lakers. We got to pay some crazy juice. Hence why I said probably pair this one up with your favorite other play, minus 225. So, yeah, we got to pay some juice on it. But I'm going to find y'all one here in a minute at the end of the video. But Lakers, minus a 6 for me in this one. Lakers money line. Now, this last game on the board, man, Blazers, Kings is probably the one that gave me the most trouble. I like betting the Kings. We bet the Kings a lot earlier in the season. We made money betting the Kings. I think they're due for some regression, though. I just do. They're sitting third in the West right now. I don't think they stand there. I don't. I think they do make the playoffs. They're a really good team. Like the beam, all that, man. I like Sacramento, but 6.5 here, I'm not in love with it. I'm not. I kind of want to grab the points with the Blazers, to be honest, and I think that's where I'll end up at. Damian Lillard, he had a great All-Star break, man. Won the 3-point contest, had a good All-Star game. I think he clicks it into gear, man. Their whole season's right in front of them as well. If we go look at the Western Conference Finals, bro, I mean, not the finals, but the Western Conference, from 4 to 13 is all right there. It's like this. They're separated by like 5 games. So the way that the West standings look right now, it's not going to be how it looks in about 2 to 3 weeks come playoff time. I'm not even sure if that's when playoffs are. I'm just, but that's not going to be the standings come playoff time. All these teams are mixed up together in there right now. And I think Portland is another one of those teams that could, make a run and make the playoffs. They're only 2 games under 500. The Kings, man, the Kings should win this game. I'm going to say that. The Kings should win this game. The Kings hoop at home. Sacramento at home. Let's see. They're 15. Oh, no. Take that back. Sacramento at home this season. They're 17-12 straight up at home. Against the spread, Sacramento is 14-14-1 against the spread at home. So, you know what I mean? Laying 6.5 against a team that I think they're pretty much even with. Sacramento is slightly the better team, but I don't think they're a 6.5 point better team. I lean Portland in that one. I really do. I lean Portland. So yeah, man, I'm gonna take Portland in that one, and that's what I'm gonna roll with. Now let's go back through this. So I took Cavs. Nothing changed from the jam session, to be honest, from this morning. Cavs, Pacers, Magic, Grizzlies, Pelicans. No action in the Spurs, Mavs. I kind of lean over. I'm taking the Thunder Buddies. They're now a dog again. Lakers laying the 6 and the Blazers plus the points. Fire up any questions y'all got before we get on out of here. Parlay, though. I'm going to take the Lakers on the money line, and let's see what we pair that with. Lakers on the money line. Lakers money line. I think the Magic for sure win it. Let's see. I'm going to build it so I know how much it's going to pay us out right here before we get out of here. I'm probably going to go like Lakers money line, Magic money line, and then I might throw a dog plus money line on there. I think we should go probably Pelicans money line. I think that's probably a great place to be. Let's see what that 3-teamer right there pay out. I think that's a great place to be tonight. Bitcoin. Let me build it right quick for y'all. Hold on before I get out of here. Fire up any questions y'all got for me in the comments, though. I'm going to read them as soon as I figure out what this parlay pay out. If y'all got any questions about props too, it's not my best thing, but I can just tell you how I feel. Let's see. Magic money line. I mean, yeah, I do think the Magic win the game for sure. I would lean laying the 7 though too. Add Pacers plus 8.5. I'm nervous about it, bro. I'm nervous about that Pacers. Like I said, I could see the Celtics putting it to them in that one. I could, but I do lean Pacers. Let's see. Let's build this parlay right quick. Magic, Lakers, and who else I say? Pelicans on the money line. 100 on that parlay pays out 457. I mean, I feel like that's a good place to be, in my opinion. Raptors, they're frauds, bro. I really think so. I think they should have blown it up at the deadline. I think the Pelicans are going to click it into gear, and I think the Pelicans have a real shot at winning that game outright. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Pelicans plus the 185, throw them on the parlay. Lakers, money line. Warriors on the road. They've only won 6 games out there all season. Do not trust them at all on the road. Lakers need to start stacking wins. I do think they make the playoffs. Lakers money line there. The Magic are the much better team than the Pistons. If the Magic mess up our parlay, I'm going to be devastated, but I think they for sure win that basketball game. They're the much better team. They can still make the play-in as well, have much more to play for than the Pistons. I think the Pistons are trying to get in the lottery. I like that 3-team parlay. Magic, money line, Lakers, money line, Pelicans, money line, 3-team parlay. We ran it through one more time on all the games on the board. Hey, I kind of like this live show, man. Any more questions before we get out of here? We're going to try to do this like Monday through Friday, man. Come on here, just update y'all. Tell y'all my mind changes. Yeah, Any more questions before I get out of here, man? Yeah, if the Magic mess it up, oh well, man. But I don't think so. I think they get the dub for sure. So, yeah, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. Catch me on the drive-thru. I'll be on there tonight, too, giving y'all one more play. Since y'all ain't here, I'm probably going to give out the Pelicans, though. I think the Pelicans do win. I've talked myself onto the Pelicans since we were on this show. And so, yeah, that's where I'll be. 100 on that parlay, play out 457. I think that's a great place to be, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. See y'all tomorrow. See y'all in the morning. And I'll see y'all at this same time tomorrow. We might have a guest tomorrow. I got to talk with some of the guys behind the scenes. We're going to have guests on this show moving forward. So it's just not me just rambling to y'all. But let's try to smash it per usual. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm out. Peace.